Hi, I'm Bill Moore, and I'm on a mission to bring alpha to your trading through the power of relative value analysis. If you're looking for candlestick patterns, then look somewhere else. But if you want to start trading like the pros, then stick around. So I ran a large group of things last night and didn't actually find anything I liked. So this morning I just been kind of fishing. And in the industrial sector basket, I found one that's interesting. It's Northrop Grumman versus Raytheon. These are both big government contractors. The correlation between these two companies is pretty insane, right? 0.98, and the RW coefficient is equally insane. So yeah, these guys are hardwired together. But let's go take a look. The picture on it is kind of interesting. So when we look at this, okay, if I ignore the past couple of days here, that's a perfect picture. And the perfect picture is reflected in the backtest, which is a perfect backtest. Every time it hits the second standard deviation, it returns profitably to the mean. A few days ago, it took off though and went to. It looks like it could be potentially a new level, but generally, in my experience with the government contractors, the government seems to take care of these guys. So yeah, one guy may get a big contract, and then guess what? A few days later, the other one does. So Northrop seems to have taken a little lead here a couple of weeks ago, but Raytheon just had some news that they got a new contract. So perhaps this is going to turn around shortly, but they're so wired together that it's a really safe trade, and I think I'm going to take a much closer look at this one. Let's go look at it and add it, let's say, to the observe page. Okay, so this is that beautiful picture we were talking about, and yes, it is. It's absolutely perfect, except for the past couple of weeks. See, when did this happen? Let's see, this jumped up in the middle of May. It made this big move up, so it's been up here for a few weeks. But as I've said, in my experience with the government contractors, the large government contractors like these guys, they tend to, okay, one guy gets something and then the other guys get something here shortly. And there was some news yesterday on Raytheon, so let's see if it affects the price here in today's action. But in any case, the motion here is interesting, but the correlation and the RW coefficient are so strong that I think this one's worth a look. So let's go take a look at it in the hitting probabilities. Okay, that's an okay mean reversion, but not a monster, right? Let's go see what happens when we run the Monte Carlo simulation. Okay, so the latest value is at 30.31. And this is saying we're going to be below that 98.9% of the time. I never believe it when it says it's that much, but you know, I'm glad the model likes it. That's great. One reason I'm not going to believe it so well is because it's actually kind of in a new range, right? So it's a little harder for the model to be accurate when it starts to move out into a new price range. In any case, I still like it a lot just because I don't think that it's quite as strong as it's saying here. The expectation value is also quite good. Getting back all the way to the mean, 96 bars, half the time in 54. That's quite a time frame. Let's try something here. Let's split the difference and put 14 and run the simulation one more time. So if we target something a little more sane here, we're talking about between or getting half the time in 25 bars and the mode being 21 bars. So that's a little bit nicer numbers, and the thing saying in 30 days that it's basically saying we're going to be profitable in 30 days at least. So I like the numbers. They're interesting. I think we should watch it though because it has jumped to a new place. Be careful with it. Don't necessarily jump into it today, right? Watch it and see if it starts to look like that reversion is happening. And even then, let's keep an eye on it because it's kind of in a new place. But the correlation, the historical numbers on it are so strong, the correlation and the RW coefficient, that I think we're in at least good shape to not lose money. So that's always a big consideration, right? Defensive trading. So let's go take a quick review. Great picture, an interesting motion here starting about 3 weeks ago. We're talking about NOC versus RTN with a ratio of 1.57. The correlation is nuts, 0.98. The RW coefficient right behind it with being nuts, very, very strong. Perfect track record. Everything looks good here. This is going to be the recommendation of the day. It's NOC minus 1.57 of RTN. It is a short. So for every share of NOC that you sell, you're going to buy 1.57 shares of RTN. Good luck with your trading.